Okay, so this story is kind of nuts. It starts off as a K-drama, which involves a lawyer who is the ex-lover of Mahua Moitra, a dog which they adopted together. Then it goes into bizarre territory of Nishikant Dubey, who allegedly has a fake degree, and Mahua Moitra attacking him constantly, and how Dubeji takes revenge by including the son of the largest business group, the fourth largest real estate group in India, which is Darshan Hiranandani, and how that sort of transforms into this whole situation where Mahua Moitra might be expelled as an MP. Also, there is Adani that comes into the picture. There is Sucheta Dalal that enters the picture. There is Shashi Tharoor somewhere in the corner. It just became like this mega giant shit show, which we have been witnessing, and it is very amusing. But at the same time, I want to tell you this, it is stupid. The reason why it's stupid is because people do not understand what parliamentary questions are. The whole base of this scam is that she took bribes to ask questions in parliament, or Darshan asked it on her behalf. So the base, the core of this issue are parliamentary questions. And I'm going to tell you why this is a ridiculous thing to do if you are trying to influence the government. It's the opposite of what you should be doing. Also, aligning with Mahua Moitra is not smart when you're a business person at this point. It's not. So yeah, that's just the fun story, and I'm going to take you through it one at a time. Let's go to the story. Okay, first headline. Hiranandani group denies allegations of giving bribes to Mahua Moitra to ask questions in parliament. So Nishikant Dubey has alleged that Moitra was paid money and gifts by businessman Darshan Hiranandani to ask questions on the Adani group and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Mahua Moitra, in case you don't know what she looks like. Yeah. Caption क्या है इसका? Mahua Moitra has denied all of the allegations, saying that she is ready to face any kind of inquiry. Good caption for a photo. Okay, so the accusations go something like this. Nishikant Dubey has accused Trinamool Congress Mahua Moitra of taking bribes to ask questions in parliament. Dubey has written to the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, accusing Trinamool Congress MP Mahua Moitra of breach of parliamentary privilege, contempt of house, and criminal conspiracy. That last part is the fun part. Moitra has denied all allegations, saying that she is ready to face an inquiry. Hiranandani group has also denied the allegations, saying that they have no merit and they have always been in the business of business and not in the business of politics. Well done, wordplay, well done. Dubey claimed that Trinamool MP Moitra has been mistakenly defending the business interests of the Hiranandani group in their contentious energy and infrastructural contract loss to the Adani group. This is where the Adani angle comes in. The allegations are that she has been asking questions on behalf of the Hiranandani group, allegedly, again, Darshan Hiranandani basically, to attack their opponent, which is the Adani group. Again, I'll tell you why that entire premise is extremely stupid. According to Dubey, these allegations were substantiated, citing that Hiranandani allegedly appeased Moitra with 2 crore alongside lavish gifts such as an expensive iPhone. He further alleged that between 2019 and 2023, 50 out of 61 questions asked by parliamentarian were allegedly raised at Hiranandani's behest. How he got this number is something I need to find out. I don't know how he got this number, but fun. So, those are just the general allegations against Mahua Moitra. Taking you through it quickly, Mahua Moitra apparently got bribes from Darshan Hiranandani of the Hiranandani group, the 4th largest real estate giant in India, to ask questions against the government but also Adani, because business rival. That's the allegation overall. And in return, Mahua Moitra got gifts and some 2 crore whatever. That's the allegation there. Yeah. Dubeji is just being the Billy in a 2-monkey fight for chapati. Billy in a 2-monkey... Oh, okay. So two monkeys are fighting and Nishikant Dubey is there for the chapati. That's a good allegation. It's an allegation. I'm not calling anyone a monkey or a chapati or a Billy. in all of this controversy, TMC has dropped her. Dropped in the sense she has not really, they're like, nahi, humko kuch nahi karna hai, you guys deal with this shit. Sort of attitude is what TMC has decided to do. Trinamool Congress not to comment on cash for query allegation against Mahua Moitra. Trinamool decision has not come as a surprise as Miss Moitra is not influential as far as the party organization is concerned. The Trinamool Congress, whose leadership has so far maintained silence on the BJP allegation, has now officially distanced itself from the beleaguered MP. We have nothing to say. The party has nothing to say at this point of time. It's saddening that TMC left Mahua Moitra out to dry when they have supported worse Neta log. And from the TMC angle, again, I'm not so sure what is happening there, but I think in the one story that I did, I think Adani is trying to expand and do some stuff in Bengal also, like lots of investments, coal blocks, etc. is happening there as well. So there might be a little bit of that angle as well. There is no denying that, right? I mean, Adani at the same, at any given point wants to expand the business imprint all across India. West Bengal might be one of his big targets. You don't know. Maybe they are giving electoral bonds in West Bengal. Maybe. Just saying. Who knows, right? हमको क्या पता? हम तो बस theorize ही कर सकते हैं. After this whole thing came out, Adani issues a statement, which is a very, very fun statement. Like, it's bizarre but fun. In a shocking development on Sunday, 15th October, Supreme Court lawyer Jai Anant Dehadrai, who is this guy? I'll come to it, filed a complaint with the CBI in the form of a sworn affidavit bringing on record the commission of an elaborate criminal conspiracy by Honorable MP Ms. Mahua Moitra and Mr. Darshan Hiranandani for specifically targeting Mr. Gautam Adani and his group of companies through parliamentary questions. This development corroborates our statement on 9th of October that some groups and individuals have been working overtime to harm our name, goodwill and market standing. In this particular case, the lawyer's complaint reveals that this arrangement to besmirch the reputation and interests of the Adani group and our chairman, Mr. Gautam Adani, have been in place since 2018. But Mahua Moitra became an MP in 2019, okay? Just saying. So yeah, they had given a media statement where now they're of course bringing in like Hindenburg and everything into this and making it into like this nice little package which can be attacked, right? So this is a conspiracy against Adani by anti-nationals and foreign media, and because of course they do no wrong. Yeah, they do no wrong. Adani group never does any wrong. We also pointed out that one tactic in their playbook includes putting out media reports with an uncanny ability to appear just before the hearing dates of important cases in India's courts. Ooh. So there was a hearing coming up. If you saw my Adani saga, there was a hearing coming up on the 20th. This somehow happened before that, and might be, like it's a legit strategy. Why is that a wrong strategy? If the court is going to deal with an Adani case and you want the court case to be in news, of course the people who want that to be in the news will release stories related to the case during that period. It's obvious. I don't know why that is a surprise. This was shared by Mahua Moitra, by the way, where she says, Mr. A, this lame statement, your best efforts, falling back on fake degree MP Nishikant Dubey and jilted ex's lies. I won't rest till ED, CBI का क्या अकाउंट गलत डाला है क्या? Anyway, and investigate and freeze 13,000 crore coal scam you have. Anyway, I'm told even Honorable Narendra Modi is sick of you and your frauds, is what Mahua Moitra claimed. Let me introduce you to Jai Anant Dehadrai, right? This is Jai Anant Dehadrai, friends. This is his dog, Henry. And Henry is a big character in this big story. As I said, starts off as a K-drama. And it is Henry at the base of it, at the core of it. There is, of course, there's this parliamentary question thing, but also Henry, a Rottweiler, is in the base, in the middle of it also. See, very good pictures. He who laughs last, laughs the loudest. Our friend Jai Anand Dehadre has been tweeting incessantly about this. Look at this. Henry always loved being by my side in the office, at home, halted leaving me alone, throwing a tantrum here, refusing to go for a walk. Yeah, look at this.
श्यामला जी के साथ जाएगा अभी घूमने, वॉक करने. जाओ घूमने, जाओ. Bye Henry, bye. चल. Bye Henry, see you later. चलो.
What a big dog. What a glorious creature, huh? Then more like, him attacking people for using the washing machine, the vacuum cleaner, him playing with Henry.
He doesn't give me enough space to kick it. Sit, stay.
Doggos running around. So sweet. Someone actually spotted apparently Henry in a car, and is this Henry? And he's like, poor Henry's fate, dumped in the boot of a car. Even heartlessness has its limits. So who is this fellow? Jai Anand Dehadrai, right? So he is a lawyer, right? He claims he's a Supreme Court lawyer. He has his own law chambers and he fights many cases in many places. The thing is, he and Mahua Moitra were in a relationship. 3 years is how much their relationship was. And when they were in a relationship, they adopted Henry. Henry was maybe a joint adoption, whatever. When Mahua Moitra, because an MP's job is to travel to their constituency and back, when Mahua Moitra was out of town in Krishnanagar or wherever, our friend Jai Anand would take care of Henry by keeping him at his house. And then when she came back, Henry went back to that house. Seems okay. Yeah, seems fine. But then something went wrong, right? Something went wrong which made Jai Anand Dehadrai the jilted ex-lover. And now this ex-lover wants the dog. Yeah, like John Wick. He's doing a John Wick. He doesn't care about anything else. He just wants Henry, right? And he's ready to burn everything for it, which includes Mahua Moitra's reputation, putting her in jail, doing whatever he can to get Henry back. Mahua Moitra, on her hand, has also sort of filed cases, defamation cases, etc. against news organizations also for carrying his statement about this whole thing. It's big drama. But the whole thing is that he wants Henry back, and even in court when he went, he's like, give me Henry back and I will drop everything. Yeah, so Henry, goddamn Henry is a big part of this. Lovely dog. I agree. What a nice dog. Yeah, a big dog. Very nice. Henry, Sawal or Dhoka, directed by Agnihotri, releasing summer 2020. You guys are just giving Vivek Agnihotri more ideas on my stream, huh? So, this is Jai Anand Dehadrai. There is a very fun article in News Laundry about this also. Mahua Moitra, jilted ex, former TOI columnist lawyer. Who is Jai Anand Dehadrai? Trinamool MP has named him in the defamation suit after BJP's Nishikant Dubey's cash for query allegations. There is something bizarre that happened after this. So there is this whole scam going on, like allegations going on where Dehadri is doing his thing with his dog, whatever. Nishikant Dubey comes into the picture. So the article says, apparently, that after this whole dog saga happened and Dehadri got upset, he was trying to do some hit pieces against Mahua Moitra and approached a few journalists. That didn't work out. So he went to Nishikant Dubey. Now Nishikant Dubey is someone who Mahua Moitra has been targeting for a while because she claims that in his MP affidavit, he has given fake degree. She has asked the privilege committee in parliament to also take a look at it and suspend him. That hasn't gone anywhere. But that's the background. Chattis Kakada between Mahua Moitra and Nishikant Dubey. Now Dehadri, being the John Wick, the goddamn John Wick that he is, he goes to Nishikant Dubey and says, listen, I have fun stuff against your political opponent, Yellow. And what he gives him is that Mahua Moitra is close to Darshan Hiranandani, who has been using her login ID and password in parliament to file questions. And in return, she got gifts. So Nishikant Dubey's entire allegation comes from our friend Dehadri here, which is next level. Seems a bit insensitive. Don't you have a dog yourself? How would you feel if it was taken away from you? Priyanshu, that's what I'm saying. He went full John Wick. I would do it too. Honestly, like if someone took aloo away, I would go nuts. Boss, I would burn this world down, honestly. And Dehadri is doing that. So no, I'm not complaining at all. Like I'm like, I sympathize. Yeah, absolutely I sympathize with him. Like, give me my dog back, I will stop burning the world. That is his whole demand from the looks of it. He said it in court also. Make a movie through dog's perspective where the dog has no clue what's going on around him. I love that. Yeah, the dog is just watching as mom and dad fight each other, and then he's like, "मैं तुम्हें expose कर दूँगा. I will expose you." And she's like, "अच्छा करके दिखा. I'm taking Henry away." And poor dog is just like, I wanted to go for a walk, guys. Please, someone." There is allegations that he sneaked into Mahua Moitra's house to steal Henry's stuff, which is his bowl and his, his collars and stuff. So that's also there. Okay, so after this whole thing happens, while this whole thing is happening, one thing that becomes obvious is that this is a good opportunity for BJP IT cell to attack the character of Mahua Moitra. She has been asking uncomfortable questions about Adani, and whoever asks questions about Adani faces the consequences. Rahul Gandhi spoke about Adani, suspended. Raghav Chadda spoke about Adani, suspended. Sanjay Singh spoke about Adani, jail, I guess. Sida, yeah. Now Mahua Moitra, it's her turn. It's basically, it is the comeuppance that was coming upon her now. And unfortunately, that is the way things are. And if you don't see it, you're a moron. See it. See the patterns. Preeti Gandhi, India alliance being forged at multiple levels. That's a tweet. And she has shared pictures of Mahua Moitra, drinking, smoking a cigar. Yeah. Do you see that hand? Yeah. Apparently that's Dehadri. He has cut himself out of the picture smartly. Why not? Yeah. Then there is Shashi Tharoor and Mahua Moitra. Also Shashi Tharoor's sister. This cutout, do you see? That's apparently his sister. But of course that was cut out as well. And Shashi Tharoor and Mahua Moitra having a good time and having a drink. BJP IT cell doing its thing. Character assassination. What a loose woman. What a loose woman is this? That's what the whole thing is. You realize that, right? Liberal, drinks, smokes, hangs out with people at parties, wears dresses, all those things. All these conservative trolley men, WhatsApp uncles who are just sitting there for an opportunity to character shame a woman MP who is actually liberal and living a good life. Yeah. Also doing her work. There are no complaints against her work. But of course, if you are uncomfortable with the message, you attack the messenger. It's clear. It's very clear. And unfortunate, I must add. It is very unfortunate that this is happening to her, because it's not fun. The ex-lovers quarrel in a next nutshell. Absolutely, that's what it is. So Goodness has given me super chat to say that stop calling that shithead John Wick. It's kind of RP. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, Goodness, I offended you and you paid me money to tell me that this offended you. It's okay. Chill. See, that's the thing. There are people who are on the side of Moitra. There are people on the side of Dehadri. It's so super K-drama happening here. Amazing. It's like, nay, but he's also a dog owner. She's also a dog owner. Who gets the right? It's a custody battle. So, going back to the allegation, guys, how all of this came out was, of course, Dehadri gives evidence to Nishikant Dubey that Darshan Hiranandani has been using Mahua Moitra's login and ID to ask parliamentary questions. That's the allegation. First, Hiranandani group denied the entire thing, said no, we have nothing to do with this. This is useless. Why are you doing this? Then Darshan Hiranandani gives out a statement, an affidavit, where he gives great details of this entire saga as well, right? But it's a little sus. So now there is a theory. Darshan Hiranandani has also been sort of playing this whole thing up and admitting to doing things because his group, which is the Hiranandani group, they are on the government radar for, the usual things which businesses do, which is like shell company banaya, asset park kar diya in tax havens and nice beachy places. Everybody seems to forget that there are great beachy places. All these Panamas and whatever, Mauritius, great beaches. I've never been, but pictures are great. Okay, here is Hiranandani's affidavit. I know Ms. Moitra since I met her at the Bengal Global Business Summit 2017, when she was a West Bengal MLA and designated to engage with visiting industrialists at the summit. In my interactions with her at the summit, I found her to be knowledgeable, expressive, and outspoken. We exchanged contact details and remained in touch ever since. Basically praises her. She's highly intellectual. She understands economy and business, and he he also says this: I believe she found me to be intelligent, having many views on the other side of the political spectrum. Yeah, ideological aisle, and probably another reason for our close friendships. Essentially, he's saying he's anti-Modi. In his affidavit, he's saying it's flat out that we got close because anti-Modi, of course. They kept meeting, yada yada yada. Our interactions grew over time. She started asking for odds and ends which involved my time. Once she asked you for something, but always a drop everything and do it now for me approach. She was dominating by nature and assertive in her temperament. She would always say, also character assassination. Here also. She would always say it was also urgent and critical for her, slowly take control of time. It was a way of reeling in your interest and in some way controlling some of your action. Right, so then she becomes MP. Yeah, they used to talk, they used to meet a lot. Whenever she used to go to Dubai, she would meet him. Whenever he would come to Delhi, they would meet him. So basically they were doing friend things as friends do. Yeah. Okay. He says, Mahua Moitra was very ambitious and wanted to quickly make a name for herself at the national level. She was advised by her friends and advisors that the shortest possible route to fame is by personally attacking Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Shortest route to fame, apparently. Sorry, I don't agree with this. Yeah, the shortest route to fame actually is to side with Modi right now. You start tweeting in favor of Modi, yeah, for a few months. Get into the whole BJP IT cell cycle of getting retweeted, getting engagement and etc. Then TV channels will call you. Yeah, doesn't matter your qualifications, anything doesn't matter. Just do it with your real face. Say that you are an expert in so and so thing like Rajiv Malhotra, and you get into TV channels, you become a panelist, right? You get free clips out of TV, spread it around in your own network, amplify your Twitter, more popular. Yes, that is the way to do popularity. Not by attacking Shri Narendra Modi, by praising Shri Narendra Modi. Yeah, it is ridiculous to say this right now. If you attack Narendra Modi, you will be suppressed. Your voice will be suppressed. You will not get any coverage by TV channels or newspapers. It is very obvious. The only way you can actually become popular by attacking Narendra Modi is on social media and YouTube and other things where people are so, tired of hearing praise for Modi in mainstream media. They are like, bhai, ban karo. I want to see the other side. What are they saying? And people come. Yeah. Ravish Kumar is a big example of that. The reason why he's popular is not because he's anti-Modi, it's because he's a good journalist and he's doing his job. If she's an MP who is asking questions in parliament which are uncomfortable to the government, she's an opposition MP, a TMC MP, she's doing her job, literally, and that's why she's popular. Do you not understand? I hope you do. The only problem was that Shri Narendra Modi enjoyed an impeccable reputation and was not giving any opportunity to anyone to attack him on policy, governance or personal conduct. What? No, that's not what is happening. That's not the only problem also. Yeah, the whole fact that Narendra Modi and his government have entire control over the media and narrative and mainstream media and nobody is criticizing him doesn't mean that he's impeccable and he has done nothing wrong. People who are questioning him are sidelined, and now, like we are seeing, as I named a few of them, even MPs get suspended and thrown in jail for saying that, oh, Adani, Modi. As was her wont. She thought that the only way to attack Shri Narendra Modi is by attacking Shri Gautam Adani and his group, as both were contemporaries and they belonged to the same state of Gujarat. I don't need to explain this. She was helped by the fact that the rise of Shri Gautam Adani had created jealousy and detractors among some sections of businesses, politics and media, both within and outside the country. So she expected support from these sections in her endeavor to malign and embarrass Prime Minister by targeting Shri Adani. See what is happening here? This is basically Adani ka statement, which we read earlier, in another form right now. She was delighted at the response she received. So essentially what he says is that then he helped her draft some questions in parliament, provided research for attacking Adani, and then she was delighted by the support, and she was particularly happy with the response that she got from those questions that she put in, right? So she was like, oh, what you do, Darshan, is you take my login ID and password and you keep filing questions on my behalf. So there was an establishment of a trust relationship there. Here's the thing, MP staff do that all the time. It is a little weird that she gave the login ID and password to Darshan. According to Darshan, should not have happened. Ideally should not happen. Her staff might have the ID and password. So Darshan could have given questions to the staff, taken their research, draft करके भी दिया, चलेगा, कुछ नहीं, कोई problem नहीं. And then the staff could have filed it. The staff which is basically officially attached to her. That is the ideal way to do things. This is a little off. I mean, why would you give parliamentary ID and password to Darshan Adani, who is in Dubai, and filing questions on your behalf? That's a little irresponsible, I feel like. As an MP, at least you should know what questions are going on your behalf. At least you should read them. At least you should see what is going in, because these are important things. You can't just let anybody else do it on your behalf. It's wrong. That part, I admit, is wrong. Mahua Moitra, in her endeavor, was getting help from other people like Sucheta Dalal, Shardul Shroff. Now, Shardul Shroff is related to Cyril Shroff, who is in some position in the SEBI, which is investigating Adani. I have no idea why Shardul Shroff's name was included in this, but okay. And Pallavi Shroff. We're also in touch with her, and who were feeding her with all kinds of unverified information relating to Shri Gautam Adani and his company. Rahul Gandhi, of course, Shashi Tharoor ka bhi naam hai, all these things, right? Shashi Tharoor, Pinaki Mishra, they were close, etc. The demands that were made and favors that were asked included gifting her expensive luxury items, providing support on renovation of her officially allotted bungalow in Delhi, travel expenses, holidays, apart from providing secretarial and logistical help for travels within India and to different parts of the world. I could ill afford to displease her. Many a times I felt that she was taking undue advantage of me and pressurizing me to do things I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I had no choice because of the aforementioned reasons. What aforementioned reasons? That she is important? That she's an MP? She's an MP. She's a first time MP. So, after the Darshan Hiranandani thing happened, the affidavit, we have a Mahua Moitra who gives the press release. She gives the press release on the 19th of October, where she first asks, Darshan Hiranandani has not been summoned to the CBI or Ethics Committee or indeed any investigative agency yet. So, who has he given his affidavit to? Koi investigation shuru nahi hua hai. Like, there is no real investigation that started when he gave this affidavit. It happened later, it's happening now, but when he gave that affidavit, nobody asked for it, he just gave it. So it was a statement that he was giving clarification about why he's doing it. The contents of the letter are a joke. It has clearly been drafted by some half-wit in the PMO who doubles up as the creative writer in the BJP IT cell. It sings peons to Modi and Gautam Adani while linking in every opponent of theirs to show me and my alleged corruption. Shardul Shroff is the brother of Cyril Shroff, who has had a bitter separation of business from him. Cyril Shroff is Gautam Adani's samdhi and was on the SEBI's committee in total conflict of interest. Clearly someone said, "Sabka naam ghusa do, aisa mauka fir nahi aayega." That's how you write. Yeah, that's how you write. I would love it when people write well. ये दर्शन ने जो statement लिखा था, very lawyery, yet so boring, right? Yeah, this is how you write. Creative writer in the BJP IT cell. Very nice. Maya is saying she is really good. I agree. She's a great writer, no? Like very, very entertaining that way. Truth is extremely clear. BJP government has been waiting to somehow shut me up on the Adani issue desperately. Jai Dehadrai is not some Supreme Court lawyer who has done painstaking research on me. He's a jilted ex with an acrimonious personal history with me who wanted to somehow get back at me. If indeed he was witness to all my corruption, why was he with me during the time and why did he wait till now to make it public? Also, if he wrote to CBI and LS Speaker, why out of 543 MPs would he forward the letters to Nishikant Dubey, a man who I have repeatedly exposed in parliament and outside, right? Why were the contents of Jay's unverified letter leaked by Nishikant Dubey immediately to PTI and the contents used to create a media circus before any investigation was done? Mahua, I can answer that for you because that is what the BJP IT cell does. That is how they attack people now. And that is what happened. Unfortunate that you were at the center of it, but yeah. Once the ground was laid, BJP moved to step 2. The PMO held a proverbial gun to Darshan and his father's head and gave them 20 minutes to sign this letter sent to them. Again, I don't know how she got these details of 20 minutes to sign the letter. Very dramatic. No clue. She's saying it. They were threatened with a total shutdown of all their businesses. His father is the real estate which depends on government licenses. Draft of the letter was sent by the PMO and he was forced to sign, and it was leaked to the press immediately. This is in return for the government not doing a CBI investigation and not aggressively attacking their business. The usual modus operandi of BJP government, or rather Gautam Adani's government, run by the BJP. Essentially, she's saying, they are also trying to malign her, etc. So Darshan Hiranandani goes on Times Now and he gave a statement.
So Mr. Hiranandani, let me ask you point blank. Was Ms. Moitra targeting Mr. Gautam Adani, and was it really to malign the Prime Minister, considering they were both from the same state? You've been in conversation with her, and you've been sending her questions, etc. Is it true that 41 out of the 56 questions were targeting Adani's for a reason?
Navika, I think I prefer to stick to my affidavit in this regard. But I can tell you that she felt that attacking Mr. Adani would target the Prime Minister because there was perceived proximity, as both are from the same state.
Is that all? Did you ever have conversations with her on this issue?
She was a personal friend, and I mean, this is how she felt.
That's it. He basically is not going into details of whether she specifically asked him to do the questions thing or whether they had conversations about this or whatever it is. In his affidavit, the signed statement, he did say that, that is what was happening. But on TV, he's being very careful. Yeah. In a written statement, ठीक है. But on TV, very careful. Very sus. I think it's sus. I declare it sus. Look at this. Do you see what's happening in the middle? Yeah, watch this. Garbage. Just watch the middle part. Purses, sari, shoes, jewelry, and some. I think that's Dehadri, I guess. I don't know why this is so badly done, but jo bhi hai. Crazy error of judgment. Adds personal friend twist. Yeah. Soon they will start showing her purses also. See, yeah. So purses aa gaye. Yeah. Then iPhone. iPhone is there. Gifts to Mahua allegedly got. Yeah. Gifts, diamond and emerald jewelry. Yeah. Scarves from Hermes, whatever. Scarves from Louis Vuitton. French and Italian wine bottles. Luxury cosmetics from Dubai. Gucci bag, yeah, और बताओ, Berluti crocodile leather pack, packets of cash, it looked nicely rolled, whatever, designing support for building house, 2 crore given to close associate MP, is sharing MP logging password a crime? Sabyasachi, I'm not so sure if it's a crime. I would say it's a little unethical as an MP to do it. For your staff, I get it, right? So once the MP has vetted the questions that are going into parliament, doesn't matter who files it. Even if Darshan Adani was filing it, doesn't matter, right? I'm just saying that if Darshan Adani was drafting and directly filing the questions in parliament without her knowing, that's a little shady. I do not agree with that. That's a little problematic also. My whole stand on this whole thing is that this entire thing is a giant joke. It is a giant joke because it is not a scam. For that, I need to explain why and what parliamentary questions are. And by the end of it, you will realize why this entire thing is stupid. Absolutely stupid. The premise of this entire thing is stupid. Why? What are parliamentary questions? Let's start from there. Simply, it's a way for members of parliament to hold the government accountable. So if you're an MP who wants to ask people about a scheme or something else, you can just file a question and the government has to respond to it with data and reasoning. That's essentially what it is for. Think of it like an RTI, but with more importance because your representative is asking the government directly, so the government has to respond. There is a little more accountability there than RTIs, at least theoretically. I have shown this on this channel many times. There is a whole questions thing that you can go visit. It is on sansad.in, LS questions, whatever, and sansad.in Rajya Sabha. So both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha have these portals where all the questions asked by MPs and their answers will be shown for the public to see also, and of course the MP as well. Right, so how do parliamentary questions work? An MP gets to file questions for each day when the parliament is in session. Okay, so Lok Sabha MPs can file 5 questions and Rajya Sabha MPs can file 7 questions, and these questions have to be submitted 15 days in advance. There is an entire questions calendar that comes out which says that ministry 1, 2, 3 and 4 can be any, like agriculture, power, infrastructure, IT. They will answer questions on Monday on this particular day. So if you have to file questions which you want to ask that particular ministry, you will file that 15 days in advance. So according to the questions calendar, you have to plan that entire thing. In this case, for example, if she's asking questions which are related to Adani, she will direct it to the finance ministry. The finance ministry will have one day in the week to answer those questions clubbed with other ministries. So she has to plan that in advance, 15 days in advance, right? So each day, 250 questions out of all the questions that have been filed by the MP will be picked in Lok Sabha and 175 in Rajya Sabha. I'll give you the numbers and tell you why that is important as well. After your question is picked, right? There are 2 ways that it is answered. One is an oral answer. What that means is that the minister will get up, they will say, oh, here is the answer. And then you, who has filed the question, or the MP that has filed the question, and another MP, doesn't matter who, can ask supplementary questions. So there is this dialogue between the MP and the minister. So there is direct accountability. So people usually want their answers to come for oral answering so that they can ask additional questions to the ministers when their chance comes. The minister also sort of anticipates what questions will come, so they also prepare. It's like a nice little thing. Every sitting, a first hour is reserved for question hour in Lok Sabha. In a given day, because of this dialogue, about 6 questions are not the entire thing. They pick 20, they show it, but they're not answered. The rest of the questions which have been picked, which is the 250 and 175 I told you, those will get written answers. And those are what are going on the website. So now some calculations. We have 545 MPs. Abhi Lok Sabha ka bata raha hu. Like this is just for Lok Sabha. They can ask 5 questions a day, which means they can potentially ask 2,725 questions every day. This is a number for every day. But of course, not all MPs file questions. Some file more, some file less. So even if you assume 50% of that, it is still 1,360 questions in Lok Sabha that are being filed. Out of those, they will go into a ballot. They will be randomly picked. And then that would be the 250 questions that will actually be answered by the government, either in oral or written form. So according to that, there is an 18% chance that even one of your 5 questions will be picked. And there is a 1% chance that it will be an oral answer. So the probability of this happening, your question actually showing up in the parliament, is rare. Written answer might be there, right? If you file more, your frequency is more, then might come. But at the same time, oral, which gets you the political benefit that you need, which is like a visual of you questioning the ministry directly, the minister answering, then supplementary questions, that has a 1% chance of happening, just systematically. So now that I've explained all of this, let me tell you why Darshan, if he was paying Mahua Moitra to ask questions to influence the government, or, you know, with, I don't know, like target Adani, is just stupid. There is no other way to say it. First thing is, if Darshan Bhai is asking questions on behalf of Mahua Moitra to the government, he is effectively holding the government accountable, because that is the whole point of asking questions. And then he's doing a good job. Yeah, we should all thank him, of course. Again, as I said earlier, the fact that he was using her ID to file questions without her knowing, that is sus, that is a little shady. But at the same time, even if he's drafting questions and giving it to Mahua and she's filing it, or like whatever it is, I don't see a problem with that, honestly. I don't, because it's a question. You are holding the government accountable. What would be better is if he picked a BJP MP to do this. There is a little trick that BJP MPs do, right? Okay, so because you're asking questions to hold the government accountable, usually you would think the opposition is the one doing it, because why would a BJP MP ask questions in parliament to hold its own government accountable and upset their party people? So you would pick a BJP MP to do this, not an opposition MP. What a BJP MP can do while asking question is they can ask, oh, so how has the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan been performing in, let's say, Madhya Pradesh? Because maybe Swachh Bharat did actually perform well in Madhya Pradesh, or the government has been giving out numbers that say that, oh, it has been performing well. So by asking that question, the minister gets a chance to get up and say, oh, look, we have done this, we have done good job. And then the minister is like, I thank Adani Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the minister for doing such a good job, and amazing. It's a great way to sort of build rapport with the minister also for that MP, and for the minister to also praise the government and Modi ji. Yeah, it's a little trick, a little nice trick that you can use as a MP to sort of gain favor in the government also. And if your question gets picked, then an opposition question won't get picked. So minister gets low ball questions. So then there is no real accountability required there, right? So these are all like fun little things. Okay, and finally, you know what is a good way to lobby the government? It is to give electoral bonds. I don't understand this. Is asking questions to the government on behalf of an opposition MP better for lobbying purposes, or is donating to the ruling party anonymously through electoral bonds to curry favors in the back room better? You tell me. Why would you pay Mahua Moitra and give her all these bags and whatever, 2 crore, jo bhi hai, that's what they're saying, 2 crore. Instead, wouldn't you just buy like 2 crore electoral bonds? Electoral bonds were 2 crore and give it directly to the government and the BJP. That's such a better way to do it. He'll just give it through Nishikant Dubey or an MP or whatever it is, right? Again, nobody can trace it back to them except the party that they have gotten the donations from. He'll be much safer that way. This whole thing wouldn't have happened. So why would he do it? And that is the entire problem with this whole saga. That is why I think it is a big joke, because the premise of this entire thing is flawed. Asking parliamentary questions is a shit way to lobby the government or get any sort of favors, especially if you're siding with an opposition MP. That's what I wanted to say. And that, my friends, concludes our Mahua Moitra saga and cash for query scam or scam, whatever they're calling it. Producer, hello to producer. Yes, hi. Will you keep quiet now? Will you keep quiet? Aloo, chat has been saying that if anyone ever took you away, will you burn the world? I shall. If someone takes this creature away from me, I shall burn the world down. I am not kidding. I will. Look at this face. Look at this stupid face. How can you not? Right? Niklo baar. Ab ho gaya. Bhav kha liya. Niklo. Aloo? Out. हो गया, done.